You're watching World This Morning on Republic. News now about President Joe Biden and a new summit as he is to host the leaders of Japan and South Korea for his first meeting as president. US President Joe Biden intends to use today's Camp David discussions to push the leaders to put their rough history behind them and forge deeper ties. A detailed report.
President Joe Biden is set to welcome the leaders of Japan and South Korea to the rustic Camp David presidential retreat.
So the summit reflects how important these two bilateral relationships are and how important the trilateral relationship is to the United States and our security and economic prosperity. So the summit is the direct result of courageous leadership from the Prime Minister of Japan and also the President of ROK, who have seized the moment and helped usher in a new era for their countries.
As the United States aim to further cooperation between the two countries that over the years have struggled to stay on speaking terms, historically frosty relations between South Korea and Japan have improved in the last year. Both countries are concerned about China's aggression in the Pacific and North Korea's repeated nuclear threats. The Japan-South Korea relationship is a delicate one, complicated by differing views of World War II history and Japan's colonial rule over the Korean peninsula.
It's a big deal. The first standalone summit is a big deal. The leaders have met. These leaders have met 4 times. This will be the 5th time, but it's the first time that they are traveling for and meeting for this purpose. All the others have been on the margins of something else. And it really will serve to, I think, ratify the remarkable progress in particular Japan ROK ties, but also the ties among the 3 countries as a whole. It'll be sort of almost a celebration to highlight what's been accomplished really since March.
Past efforts to tighten security cooperation between Seoul and Tokyo have progressed.
Japan-South Korea relations were in a bad state for a number of years. This is a relationship that's fraught with issues left over from history, political difficulties, and yet it's a critical relationship. Both Japan and South Korea are allies of the United States, but a poor relationship among them makes the U.S. position makes the U.S. position in East Asia weaker. And in general makes it more difficult to do things like coordinate policies related to China.
Biden frequently visits Camp David with family, but today's summit will mark the first time he has used the retreat to host international leaders.
But I think you'll see some very concrete measures that we're taking to enhance our capacity to provide for our security as 3 countries and also more broadly security in the Indo-Pacific region.
Biden is expected to impress on Yoon and Kishida that the 3 nations are at a crucial moment and need to stay on the same page. Agency report for Republic TV.